Hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Tony Glasgow. I want to thank you for joining me. Today, we have a follow-up of the 2025 North Texas Draftee show that I did earlier. This consists of young athletes that have played in the North Texas area in high school, have gone on to college, and now are in the NFL. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, we've got Jake Majors. He's a center from Prosper. He's currently not on a roster. He started out the season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was injured and he was released on a settlement, and he ended up on the Eagles practice squad. He's not logged any game snaps this season, so we'll see what he does the rest of the season. Next up, we've got Seth Hennigan. He's a quarterback from Denton Ryan. He's not currently on a roster as well, but he has had some time in and he has shown some promise, but he just hasn't cracked an active roster yet. During the preseason, he appeared in at least 3 games. Versus the Steelers, he had an 11 for 14 night for 78 yards. Versus the Saints, he had a 1 for 3 for 23 yards and 1 interception. And against the Dolphins, he had 15 of 21 completions for 77 yards. And he also had an interception in that game as well. All right, so next up is Jaquindon Jackson. He's a running back from Duncanville. He's currently slated as a developmental back. He has made the practice squad, but he hasn't broken through to any meaningful regular season snaps. His preseason showed some promise in relative volume, but not enough to unseat the established running backs or to make this 53-man roster. Testing on the practice squad gives him a runway to develop, especially being in the Jacksonville system with the sort of injuries and roster shifts that sometimes open up. Next up, Jabbar Muhammad, a DB from DeSoto. He's also just a developmental depth piece. He's on the practice squad right now, so he's trying to make the active roster. His college pedigree and testing shows that he has good instincts, good versatility, but breaking into the rotation is especially difficult for an undrafted free agent, and that will be his biggest challenge. And for him to make an in-game action, he'll likely need an elevation to the 53-man roster via injury or performance. Roles on special teams, which is often a gateway for practice squad DBs to contribute to the team. Next up is Ashton Genty. He's a running back from Frisco Lone Star. His production is somewhat mixed, solid usage, but just not ultra efficient so far. Coach Carroll says that he's really high on him, but his starts have been a little bit rocky, so they're working on that. And he's among the key rookies contributing to the offense, but not fully broken out as hoped. There's signs of his pass catching ability. For his season totals, his rushing yards are 143 carries with 547 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, and that's a 3.8 average yard per carry. For receiving, he has 23 receptions for 136 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Next up is Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, of course, Trinity Christian School in Cedar Hill. He also is developmental this season for his rookie year. He did make his first regular season NFL debut on November 16th, it was just last Sunday. Because of Dylan Gabriel having a concussion, being through the concussion protocol, Shedeur Sanders got the call in. In that relief appearance, Sanders combined for just 4 of 16 passes for 47 yards. He threw 1 interception and lost a fumble, and he was sacked twice, so not the start that he exactly wanted. His head coach, Kevin Stefanski, just commented that the potential is there, but he's just not locked in as a starter just yet. And the risk factors for him just include processing speed, time to throw. There are concerns with that, the slower adjustment to the pro level defenses as compared to the college level. So now we have Elijah Arroyo, a tight end from Frisco Independence. Notable game-by-game involvement. Week 4 at the Cardinals, he had 2 catches for 44 yards, including a long of 32. Week 7 versus Texans, he had 4 catches for 42 yards. And week 9 versus the Commanders, 2 catches for 29 yards and a touchdown. He seems to be one of the emerging pass-catching tight ends, and he's just been eased in, so he's adding real targets and real opportunities for the offense. Cameron Williams, an offensive tackle from Duncanville. on the injured reserve for 2025, and that might prevent any participation. Could be the possibility that he could get in for the injured reserve status. That could hurt his early development, but the Eagles are investing in his long-term potential because they are known to produce offensive linemen and defensive linemen. So it's most likely they'll stick with this young man to see if he can get through his injuries and make a bounce back next year. So now we have Shamar Turner, a defensive tackle out of DeSoto. Defensive coordinator Dennis Allen just said at the beginning of the season that they would play him as a 2 or 3 technique and a nose guard early on, allowing him to learn the interior of the defense first. Turner has contributed 4 tackles, 3 solos in at least 1 or more game. He was placed on the injured reserve for a torn ACL, but once healthy, he could be a rotational piece that could help that defensive line of the Bears. Billy Bowman Jr. is a senior out of Denton Ryan, very close to home. He has played 236 defensive snaps for the season, which is 79% of the defensive plays for the games he's been in. In week 2, he played 44 defensive snaps. He recorded his first NFL interception and one of the top rookies in snap count, 11 solo tackles, 22 total tackles, a half a sack, 2 pass deflections, 1 interception. And the tremendous upside for him is that he's in that secondary, he's getting very comfortable, and particular sub packages are going to be his strength as far as nickel or dime packages as a safety. Next up, Quinn Ewers, a quarterback out of South Lake. He made his regular season debut in week 7, and that was versus the Browns, where he completed 5 of 6 passes for 53 yards, 6.5 yards on that, and was sacked twice. He's not the main guy, of course, but he's just being put in development situations, and his developmental path is still very much in the early stages. So they're going to work with him and get him on the field as much as they possibly can. Caleb Rogers is an offensive lineman. He provides versatility, and in college he played tackle and guard, so that's a very versatile, useful point that he can use in the NFL. He can be used in different interior line spots, and he's currently projected as a starter. No snaps so far in the 2025 season, but that's going to change definitely soon. Ollie Gordon II, Trinity High School. Gordon is competing for a secondary role versus Devon Achane, and he remains the starter. He has had 41 carries for 119 rushing yards, and that's averaging 2.9 yards a carry. And his longest carry was for 15 yards. The Dolphins are not doing so well this season, so his time may increase as the season goes on when they're further and further out of the playoff race. Next, Damian Martinez, who's a running back out of Louisville, and he was waived by the Seahawks on the 26th of August as the final roster cuts were made, and he re-signed to Seattle's practice team the next day. And he was released from the practice squad, so he is essentially off the active roster and not contributing in games, more of a developmental late round pick who hasn't secured a role yet. The Seahawks clearly showed some interest in drafting him, so we'll see how that progresses as he goes throughout his career. Next is RJ Mickens, safety out of South Lake Carroll. This young man's got a lot of playing time, so I'm actually going to read straight from the script here. So he was inactive in week 1, but started to get more playing time after a trade. And the first meaningful defensive action was played 12 snaps. And NFL game logs show him as having, in week 7, 5 tackles, 4 solo. In week 8, 2 tackles, 1 pass defended, 1 interception with a 15-yard return. In week 9, he had 3 tackles and 1 solo to go with that. Week 10, he had 4 tackles, 2 of those were solo, 1 interception with a 10-yard return as well. And through these games, total, he's had 14 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 pass defended. Among rookie safeties, he's with at least 50 defensive snaps. He ranks first in overall from Pro Football Focus, defensive grade, the coverage grade, and the lowest reception allowed rate, which is 25% at this point. So major contributor in the Chargers secondary. So he is obviously the top performer of all of this class that I've chosen. So once again, this is not a complete list. And if someone that you've known or someone that you are someone that should be on this list, let me know. Drop me a note and we'll pull up whatever you've done, college stats and your pro stats, and we'll get you going. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you like it, leave a comment. Let me know how it's going. Check y'all later. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I talk with on, and I talk with on. Man, it's the best show you ever heard. How you hear this show? I heard it from the bird. Got an update score and the update down. Yeah, he gon' let you know who took the crown. Yeah, he gon' let you know if it's first down. His show ain't all the other shows down. And I talk with on, and I talk with on. This not your everyday podcast. Unlike them other shows, this show last. This show in first place, not last. Yeah, this show ain't going to the top. He need me to. He need me to lock in and make a pop. Yeah, we talking with time. 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 Yeah, we talking with time.